low blood pressure.
I have perfect blood pressure.
I got no sleep, says Mary Todd. Yes, you do not want them to go to... You don't want them to go to sleep because if they're asleep, it's difficult to know the difference between... So, sleep is the equivalent as far as mental state, being awake, conscious, and being able to speak to you. Sleep is the equivalent of unconsciousness. And when you're unconscious, it's hard for us to know if... Like, if you are unconscious, you're not allowed to have things in your mouth because you could choke on them because unconsciousnness is...
How long?
You're getting into levels of...
That one time Jace had that really big spill that we were talking about where I was positive he had a concussion. And I called you, and you're like, is he tired? And I said, no. How long until... And that was in the middle of the afternoon.
Monitoring for 24 hours is generally... Like,
you did let him go to sleep that night.
Yeah. Sleep is still an important thing, but again, you want at least a couple hours to be able to monitor something.
Yeah, I think it was that happened at like the beginning of the afternoon, and he went to bed later.
Geek Boy, not exactly sure, but probably not a week, says Geek Boy. Yeah, six days is when baby girl's getting her stitches up.
Yeah, she gets her
all right, I really need to go to bed.
Sorry, we kept you up.
Armor Hacks, have a good night, Alar.
Night,
Armor Hacks, you don't want to sleep until you can do a full assessment, in case, along with the concussion, you have a full-blown subdural hematoma. Yeah, so again, brain swelling is a bad thing, and it only gets worse over time, so you want to allow the bruising to take full effect to be able to assess what the problems are. And so what you're doing is you're giving it a allotted period of time, hopefully at least a couple hours, to see if there are stroke-like symptoms or a depressed mental state. That's what you're looking for. Or a headache, or, anything in that.
But Armageddon makes a good point, though. There's no way to... No, actually, no, there's a way to know if Lena has a headache. Lena will let us know if she has a headache. She takes my hand, and she's, like, crying.
If she is crying obsessively, that's another sign.
She takes my hand, and she puts it on her head repeatedly, and that's her way of telling me, Mommy, fix this. Like, if she wants me to fix something, she puts my hand on it. So, the last time she was sick, she just kept putting my hand on her head because she had a headache. We gave her
Armor Hacks. After that, you want to rest and not give added stress. Yeah. Love to all. Night. Good night, Alara. Shaman, Malin, can you name all 12? Nope, I can't. Frieden with the unlurk. Welcome back, Frieden. I have a question. Frieden, hit us. Mary Todd, I ripped part of my ear, fell down a flight of stairs, and yes, alcohol was involved. Dude, let's go. King giving Seabus the love.
Yeah.
Can we please talk about something else?
Yep, we're moving on, buddy. Frieden, how did you guys react to the death of Bob Saget? I was shocked, says Frieden. There were a lot of deaths right in a row, and they were all comedians.
Jace, stop.
No, he wanted to talk.
You want us to talk softer?
Okay.
Yeah. Bob Saget, I think, was the youngest. Or was Louis? I think Bob Saget was the youngest of the bunch. So yeah, it was crazy, dude. It was super nuts.
Okay, Jace, all done. You ready to go to bed?
Anytime anybody under 70 that is, I'll say, in good health or has enough wealth to take care of themselves that passes away is always nuts.
Yeah, it's very shocking.
Geek Boy, interesting. None of my injuries have involved alcohol, says Geek Boy.
Oh, mine have. Well, actually, the bad ones haven't.
Neither am I. Mary Todd also fell down a longer set of stairs. Can't remember that one as well. Go figure. Mary Todd. Just thinking of it. Sea Player, once upon a time, there was a king who was only 12 inches tall. He was a terrible king, but he made a great ruler. Thank you for that, Sea Player. Mary Todd, American, live in Wasilla. Is it Wasilla?
Yeah.
Wasilla, Alaska. Frieden, nice. I'm on the other side of the world. Poritz, what is it called when a hereditary defect on an artery in the brain bursts? That's how my grandmother passed away.
Hereditary defect on an artery in the brain bursts?
So this is where where it gets weird for me is the main artery passages are through your jugular. I don't know the arteries in your brain, but if it bursts